To make matters worse, I was actually gaining weight. Most of you might also say,
if my cat dies, I'm gonna get another one. If my cat dies, I'm gonna get another one.
12 seconds later.
Faces through the places I can't read.
and I'm going to pass.
I'm not even pre-diabetic.
I'm very picky. Picky probably isn't the right word. I'm very just.
My face look rounder and fatter.
I'm actually starving. It's past 3 a.m. and I haven't eaten all day.
Okay, I was freaking 10. Like, calm down.
She plays for travel soccer too.
Are you saying that I play?
Come here. No,
Yo, it's so raw, you guys. Fuck me. Oh, I love this song.
Do I have room? Wednesday, when she's like, "You look sexy." I'm like she kept saying it. First of all, I love how he doesn't even have his own intro. It's literally my intro.
Books is good for the brain. My weight gets stairs. My ass doesn't fit in chairs.
I am so. It's like the heaven's gate. Like
You got choreographed dances to do talent shows, which I won every single one I ever did.
I bet you that person's waiting for Uber Eats. That's where they usually wait until things are. It's scary. Like. Bitches. You beautiful fucking. Very dumb, ignorant, all the words, okay? I just seem very stupid out loud, but I swear on the inside, I actually am kind of smart, and it's like,
Clearly. But is Christmas in fall?
yes. Was he even a president? Was Abraham Lincoln a president? Yes.
Oh, I thought he was just
I chopped my onion weird. Well, genocide.
to each
I don't know what y'all are talking about, but you know what? Girl code.
Hello, how are ya? We're here to talk about a serious subject. I will be talking about a type of kink. So, I don't know if it's something that you want to watch or whatever. It's it can be a deadly kink. So I'm just letting you know about feederism. On that note, I hope you can stay, but if you can't, we understand, okay? And so I just want to say to those that are here, though, welcome to or welcome back to Baby Girl's World. But let's let's talk about our member of the video bit, Mallory 81. Yes, you are my sweet member of this video. Alright, that was a little bit of a different song. We gotta change it up. You know what I'm saying? So then we've also got our 5 featured subscribers, which is Gabriella, Jenny, Candy B, ADT, and it's Jess. Hello. If you hear something that sounds like a monster, my beagle / basset hound is on the floor. I don't know what he's doing. He's having his moment, I guess. I'm not going to bother him. Listen. Mama, what are you doing over there? The flies got in here somehow from outside because we got a little hole in the window and the dumpster is right there. Anyways, so the flies came in and they bother him. They sit on his nose and it aggravates the piss out of him. But anyways, let's get to this very serious, very harsh topic. I thought since I keep doing videos on Goral World, let's talk about what's really going on with Anne Boleyn. And Quirky Love Rose has just gotten out of that nasty kink. But Anne Boleyn, I feel like, is falling victim to it. And I feel like she's portraying it in her shorts and the stuff that she's doing in whatever. It's gross. It really is truly gross. I got that problem. I don't like mouth sounds, whatever it's called. I don't like it. It's not for me. But I really am worried about her because she's the type to keep on going till all of a sudden we got Amber Lynn at 1,000 pounds. She's going to die for real. I'm worried about it. I might make videos hating on all of her bullshit, but I don't want the bitch to die. You know what I'm saying? In fact, the last video I posted was about Quirky Love Rose, okay? And she has since escaped, like I said, from the feederism world, because her feeder relationship involved a death feeder.
Alright, I'm a feedie. I've been a feedie for as long as I can fucking remember. I've always wanted to gain weight, and I'll be very honest about this, okay? Always thought being a big girl, beautiful, okay? But, okay, the men in this fucking community are insane to me. The feeders are crazy. I will say this real quick. Not all of them are crazy. Not all of them are like this. I promise you there is some very sweet men in this motherfucking community. There's amazing men in this community. But this is one of those horror stories, and I'm so sorry that I'm coming out about this because I promised I would never, ever say anything bad about this community. But I have to say this. I met this dude a few months ago, right? And one of the first things right off fucking rip, right, in our conversation, he goes, "This is crazy. I used to love watching snuff films when I was a kid, and I constantly do still as an adult." This didn't raise any red flags to me, okay? Until a few days ago, where we're having a conversation, and he goes, "My favorite movie is Feed," and I absolutely just love the idea of what that feeder did. Feed is a movie from 2006 about a feeder who gets these women to immobility, right? And then eats them, and then feeds their fat to other women, okay, to make sure that they gain faster. He harvests their fat and puts it in his freezer and feeds it to other women. And if you watch this fucking movie, it was like the worst portrayal of feederism ever. I understand why people look at feederism and go, "That's fucking crazy," because that is the worst example ever. Not all of us are like that, please, please, please. But to continue on, I hear that, right? That's his favorite movie, that he thinks that that's a good idea. And I just want to say this. I am not trying to fearmonger in this like community either. I just have never, this is just insane to me. This is just insane to me. I've been in this community for so fucking long, and for this to happen is crazy. I was blocked because I told him that that's insane that you want to force someone into cannibalism. Do you not see the wrong in that? Am I crazy, bro? Like, why am I crazy? Why am I the crazy one? He's like, "Why are you kink shaming?" Because this is not, nope. You have left the realm of kink and fantasy to the point of now we're sitting here thinking that I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. You're gonna kill me and feed me to someone else.
Which is what I fear Amber Lynn is getting into if she still is with Tommy, because of the fact that Tommy's recent girlfriend passed away, and it was 3 months later, and she was on the prowl already and dating Amber Lynn.
Breaking news!
600 pounds of speculation is coming in hot tonight from ALR's side of Girl World in regards to her new 1-month girlfriend, Tommy Schlamy, aka Emily. It is now surfaced with undeniable proof that she had a feeder girlfriend and managed to encourage to get her to over 1,000 pounds. Obviously, the girlfriend known as B ended up succumbing to complications regarding her weight. No disrespect to B, let her rest in peace. However, ALR's a liar. We've known this, but her video today regarding that Tommy is not a feeder and she couldn't take the heat and would rather not be on video, I wonder why, even though she had no issues in being photoed with her girlfriend B and even appearing at her funeral, giving a speech, eulogies. What do we think? Let me know in the comments. Is this going to be the end of ALR? Obviously, she's not on Ozempic anymore. She's way over, 500 pounds by now. Do we think that she's just going to be posting more mukbangs? We figured she was a feeder, but this is a little unnerving, I think, to say the least. Don't wish any harm on Amber in the death sense, but it's looking pretty grim. What do you think? Let me know. Okay, thanks. Bye.
What does that say to you? That doesn't, it could be a rebound, but I don't know. If my spouse for years passed away, it would take me a lot longer than 3 months to recover. Now, I'm going to have you watch Quirky Love Rose explain her experience in the feederism community.
Hi, my name is Rosie, and I was groomed into feederism. Feederism is a kink, like a sexual kink regarding feeding someone generally for the purpose of them being fat or getting fat or gaining weight. There's a big umbrella when it comes to feederism. And the thing about this guy is I think he was into what's called death feederism. And death feederism is what it sounds like. It's feeding someone to the point of getting so fat and so big that they die.
And we'll talk about the darker side of the kink here in a minute, because not everybody that, involves themselves in this kink, per se, are in it to see you die. A lot of times, it's a way of bonding. Like, it's how they would sexually, kind of, but they use food. I don't know. I'm not into it, so I don't understand.
Why are some people turned on by erotic eating and weight gain? I'm Dr. Sanjaya, medical professor and sexologist. Let's talk about this. Feederism is a type of a fat fetish focused on erotic eating, feeding, and gaining weight. So where does it come from? Some people argue that feederism is an exaggeration of the fact that we tend to find food and eating mildly arousing to begin with. Others believe feederism has characteristics that overlap with morophilia, or sexual attraction to a specific body characteristic. In this case, fatness and BDSM. With feederism, there are usually elements of power, control, and/or humiliation. Have you ever heard of this fetish? Comment below and follow along for more sex tips and education.
But it's not for me to understand. It's for them to know and understand. And that's why I kind of want to bring it to light in hopes that we learn something, so that maybe we can keep an eye out for any kind of clues or whatever, too, that Amber Lynn might be showing us. She's already showing us quite a bit. And here's a couple right here that are very much consenting adults that just enjoy eating together. He enjoys feeding her, whatever. Do your thing. As long as you're not trying to kill her, you can do whatever.
I think watching a woman eat is erotic.
Philip's turned on by feeding me because when I eat, I gain weight. And he loves new curves, cellulite, a bigger body. All right.
That is beautiful.
Thank you. And let's eat.
Mm-hmm. You imagine where the fat's going to go, where the curves are going to go.
He likes me to gain, I like to gain, so it's a perfect match.
I find our feeder-feeding relationship to be erotic, extremely sexy.
I weigh somewhere over 600 pounds. I'm a feedie.
That's what I'm talking about.
Cake for you. Thank you.
That looks delicious. I call myself an encourager more than a true feeder.
The feeder would be the person who is admiring of an obese, large person. Part of their attraction to them is a desire to want to feed them. A feedie is the person who's receiving the food.
Philip and I knew that we had the same desire of feeding right away.
I saw her picture and it was very impressive.
I was leaning over a bed and my belly was just hanging down, and he just went nuts.
There are very few people who meet and fall in love with a person that is also the embodiment of their fetishes.
And now I was researching, on Reddit, as one does when they're going to do a video. Everybody's checking out the Reddit and the TikTok. Excuse me, I found a girl who actually enjoys gaining the weight and enjoys being fed. I mean, to each their own, I guess. It's so tough to see you killing yourself, But there's always horror stories. There's always going to be horror stories in every kind of community out there. You know what I mean? But I want you to hear this girl's story because her story is crazy. It's wild. But she helps us understand that there are just people out there that enjoy being fed. I mean, who are we to judge? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I have a new guy on the line, and I asked him if I could tell TikTok about this, and he just gave me the green light, so I could tell you guys what I'm up to this week. Okay, so this dude hit me up, and he's like, oh, do you make content? Are you available? Whatever. And I'm like, yeah. I'll do a little bit of in-person stuff. It kind of just depends. I'm particular. You gotta have references, you gotta be respectful with me, and you gotta pay me good, baby. Okay, so this guy's gonna be in the city for work, and he wants me to come out for 2 hours. He said I can order any food I want, whatever I want, and he just wants to watch me eat for 2 hours. And girl, I'm so fucking excited. I cannot wait. I can't fucking wait. This is what I live for. And I swear to God, you would not believe it. He is so fucking fine. He is so damn fine. And he's not a catfish. He has references. I made him fucking send pictures and shit. Write my name on shit and fucking hold it up. I was not playing. So fucking hot. And he's got a 6-pack. Girl, he's fucking 6'1". He's cute. He's so cute. And he's paying me to come eat his... is life even real? Okay, so he said I can tell you guys about it. So I think I'm gonna do a get ready with me to go into the city and get fed by a fine ass man and get paid, which I think will be so fucking funny. Can't show you guys his face. That's his one thing is he said I just can't show you guys his face. Anyways, he said he went through and watched my TikToks yesterday. So I low-key hope he's not watching this because this is cringe if he is. I do think he's really fucking hot though. He's fine as fuck and I can't wait. I cannot wait. He already paid me half of it up front. So, I know he ain't a scammer or nothing. I'm so fucking excited. I can't wait to tell you guys about it. And don't you worry about me. I'm going to put a box cutter up inside myself. So I'll just, if he tries anything, and obviously, 2A, y'all. You protect yourself, ladies, always. I'm so fucking excited. I replied to your comment because I was like, she's gonna fucking eat this shit up. I just know it. Anyways, that's what I'm doing. I can't wait.
They like to be fed good food and the feeders like to do the feeding. So, is it always bad to do this? I don't know. I think it is because it's very unhealthy. But, these people are their own people and they, we're not going to tell them what to do, but it's sad to see when they get to the point of being so big that they're immobile or they are going to die from heart failure or whatever. It's just so hard to see. And I think that that's what makes Amber Lynn so interesting is because Foodie Beauty and even Hungry Fat Chick and stuff, they're not over 500 pounds like Amber Lynn. You know what I mean? Amber Lynn is an entity where we're fascinated because she just keeps getting bigger and she doesn't care. It's you know what I'm saying? And then she gets with this woman who's an alleged feeder. It's did you do this on purpose, Amber Lynn? I think maybe. Because she, like I said, she knew about the feederism world and community long before Tommy. It was started in the Destiny era. So, just so you know, little fun fact about the Amber Lynn. Because yes, I've been doing retro reaction videos, and it does get brought up. And she happens to know a lot about it, even then. So I wonder sometimes if this wasn't done on purpose. And that she thought we wouldn't find out about Tommy being a feeder. But then Tommy's dumbass used her name. So, go figure. Your audience is always going to figure your bullshit out, Amberlynn. When are you going to get it through your head? I think all the calories are taking away your brain cells. But like I said, there's horror stories, and here's one. But what if there's a partner that doesn't want to be a part of the kink, and the other partner does? This next TikTok, this girl tells a story about a girl's boyfriend actually sabotaging her weight loss because he wanted to keep feeding her by putting stuff in her food. And she was thinking she was eating healthy. That's awful. You're an asshole.
So I just saw this girl make a video talking about how she has essentially found out, in my opinion, that her boyfriend is a feeder, right? Except she never agreed to be in a feeder type relationship, right? She's actually been actively trying to lose weight, and she's just now come to realize that he is sabotaging her progress, right? He does things like sneak extra food onto her plate when she's not paying attention. You know, he'll go out and buy like sweet treats for the both of them, but he won't ever eat his, but he'll like push her and like encourage her to finish hers. Like he just does like different little stuff to sabotage her being able to successfully lose weight. And she has said that she is leaving him. Love that for you, queen. But it started to make me think how, I know this is probably going to piss off some people who like are like, don't yuck someone else's yum, we don't kink shame. I'm sorry. If you're walking your partner on a dog leash down the road with a ball gag in their mouth, I'm definitely shaming you. Okay, keep your kinks to yourself, right? But thinking about it, and I was just like, I actually don't believe that feeders have kinks. I actually don't think it's a kink. I don't think they have a kink. I think they have a desire to murder someone. I genuinely do. I think feeders, maybe not all, but I do think that more than we realize actually just have a desire to kill, but also have a desire to not go to prison afterwards. And I feel like they finally found a way to do so. It's like a long form way of murdering someone. You feed them and you feed them and you feed them and you feed them to the point of being bedridden, and then you feed them and you feed them and you feed them some more, and then they eventually die from being too big. It's like hard truth. Ain't nobody going to prison because they bought their girlfriend too many damn ice cream sundaes. They're just not. They're not. Some of them should, but they're not. They're not going to prison for it. They're not going to prison for it like they should. They're serial killers. You just can't convince me any different. You cannot convince me that they're just not serial killers. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Somebody who wants to feed you to the point that you can't leave the apartment for 2 years, that is a killer, sweetie. You're not a girlfriend. You are a hostage. You're a hostage. You've basically been kidnapped and tied up in a basement. I mean, genuinely, it's sick, it's demented, it's twisted. And a lot of times it really is rooted in like their desire for you not to leave. Like they feel like if you were, because we've seen this play out on that TV show, My 600 Pound Life, before. I remember there being a couple where the girlfriend was finally ready to lose weight and the boyfriend literally lost his shit. Like he just couldn't handle it. He was so upset. He just couldn't believe that she was going to dare even think about losing weight. He was always trying to offer her food that wasn't a part of her diet. He was always talking about how he didn't think he'd be able to be attracted to her. You know, if she was skinny, ma'am, he wants you dead. He wants you dead. He does. Look, I know like it's always amazing to be with a man who doesn't shame you for like eating food like a regular human being, right? We all want to be with somebody who we can chow down on a fucking like steak with, who we can sit down and have a damn seafood boil with, and we're not embarrassed to stuff our face, right? That's one thing. But please do not be flattered by these feeders. Don't be flattered by these men who are like, I would still love you even if you ate 2 dozen chocolate donut. Sir, please, sir. Do you want me a little thick or do you want me in cardiac arrest? Because at this point it's becoming a little hard to differentiate between the two. I'm starting to wonder. What the fuck do you mean you're sneaking food on that girl's plate when she's not looking? Absolutely the fuck not. Leave him as soon as possible. I just feel like if he's like, I don't know, people who will tamper with your food and stuff in order to get the outcome that they want. Like if he's willing to sneak extra food in, and maybe say I'm dramatic if you want to, but if he's willing to sneak extra food on your plate behind your back in order to cause you to gain weight without you realizing it, what keeps him from poisoning you? I mean, really, if you genuinely think that he's willing to do all of the stuff he's been doing just because he doesn't want you to lose weight and potentially leave him, then what makes you think that he won't eventually just start putting like rat poison in your food so you won't leave him? I don't play that if I can't have you, nobody else can shit. Stay away from them damn feeders. Stay away from them, stay away from them, stay away from them. Ain't no way you love me and want me as big as a damn house. Please, please.
what? Do you know how hard it is for a woman to lose weight and then you're going to sabotage it like that? That's evil. Honestly, I agree with this girl's opinion. And yes, they may enjoy feeding, but when it reaches the point of just wanting to make you bigger and bigger and bigger until one day you're no longer alive. One girl, hell, one of the mukbang girls here on YouTube was in the middle of a live stream mukbang and fucking her whole stomach exploded. Is that what they're looking for? Is that what they want to do? Because to me, that's being a murderer. That's not being your lover or your best friend or whatever.
If you are an individual who wants your partner to eat until they are physically immobile, you do not love them. I don't want to hear shit about consent, none of that. You don't love that person. Because if you love them, you would do everything in your power to make sure they are around for the longest time. But to sit here and purposely feed an individual until they 700-800 pounds, until they're immobile in bed, they can't bathe themselves, use the bathroom, that is not love. You setting that person up for heart failure, strokes, diabetes, amputations. That's love? And when they pass, just for you to find somebody else to do the same? Nah. And I don't want to hear nothing about no fat phobic bitch. I'm fat. And it just don't look right. It don't feel right. And the amount of pain that comes with putting that kind of weight on, at my highest, I was 575. My lower back and my knees could not take it. It got to the point where me walking to my mailbox, which is only like a 5-minute walk, on the way back, it would feel like my entire body was on fire. I can't even be friends with you at that point. Because there's no way I'm going to sit here and watch you as you let the person you supposed to love just eat themselves into an early grave. No.
You know, it's like they get you to the state of being bedridden, and then they know that you can't do shit about shit. You're stuck in the damn bed. And then what are you? You're their fucking hostage. They're a big fat hostage laying in the bed in the other room. What the fuck kind of shit is that? I agree with this gal too, saying just stay away from the fetus altogether, because you should. And like I said, Amber Lynn was ready to fucking pack her shit and move in with Tommy, only knowing him for 3 fucking months. That was crazy. And then you stay with her for 3 months. And it's like, if I had known that my girlfriend had read the fucking eulogy at her ex's fucking funeral because she died of obesity, and I was the one with her all the time, feeding her and feeding her and feeding her, Tommy, to me, in my eyes, is a murderer. Or at least an accomplice. Because that's fucking sick. Why would you do that? I don't care if they're asking for it or not. At that point, being bedridden, they don't have a choice. You give them what they get. That's it. That's all. Shut the door and don't... She can fucking grind wine. What is she gonna do? Roll out of the bed? No. Let her lay there and bitch. She'll get tired and fall asleep like a baby. Fucking bullshit. You killed her. And I'm sorry. That's all alleged. That's my opinion. But what do you think that is? In Amber Lynn's audience, we've been trying to fucking warn you, Amber Lynn. Get the fuck away from her. But you like it. You like the attention. You like being fed. You don't care if you gain weight because it doesn't matter to you. Now you got somebody that wants you and wants you fat. So you just gonna go for the ride. I know you are. You are a sick individual, Amber Lynn. You're gonna let yourself go. You're gonna let yourself fucking die because of this girl. You have issues. You need to get help. This is such a fucking warning sign. You need to go get help, Amber Lynn. If you are going to allow this willingly and happily, you need to get some help. Well, we all know that you won't. We all know that we've been begging you to get help for other shit for a long fucking time, and you won't fucking do it. So, we're just all gonna sit here and what? Just like Eugenia Cooney, watching her fade away we're going to watch you explode. And I'm not kidding. A woman actually exploded. Excuse me, sir. I am recording a fucking video. You motherfucker. And the fact of the matter is that Anne Boleyn clearly knew what was going on. She knew what this all was about. And she stayed with Tommy for 7 more months. And Tommy goes around and is doing all this bullshit online, telling, reaction channel shit. And then going in the comments of shit. And the next time she gets mad, who is she going to go to? I hope Quirky Love Rose helps you get out of this and speak some sense into you. She would be the only one I would think that would be able to get you, where at that point where you would be, it's just, I believe Anne Boleyn is a feedie now. Like I said, all of this in this video is all alleged for entertainment and informational and educational purposes only. And only my opinion, okay? We all have opinions. We all have assholes. And both of them stink. So whatever. Hurry up, Basil! Now, do you think that Tommy was into death feederism after seeing those 2 videos? I have to say that Anne Boleyn, just please be safe, okay? And it's like this, to end this, some men really do like their plus-size women. Also, some women, obviously, really do love their plus-size women and want to give them everything under the sun, right? But you have to notice the signs of being with a death feeder, somebody that wants to harm you and watch you die slowly in a bed, but you don't care, Emily. Because that would be fucking amazing to you to eat all day and have your girlfriend there all day. But what are you going to do when she leaves and you're stuck in the bed and you can't do anything? You can't stomp around the house and throw fucking Dr. Pepper cans at her or anything like that, or water bottles, whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You'll be in the bed. Fucking asshole. Hurry the fuck up, bro. And it's like, you have to know the difference. Are they just attracted to you as being a bigger person, or are they attracted to feeding you to death? Those are things to think about. Anne Boleyn, please be safe. I know you, I want to have faith in your decisions, but I also know who you are. So be safe, okay? And with that being said, I love you guys. Thank you for coming here, whatever time of day it is for you. I love you, and have a wonderful, you know what I'm saying. Bye.